What was it like growing up without love? At my graduation, the photographer hugged me for the family photo because my father paid him $60 to pretend to be him. My real parents were both traveling for work that day. They sent $500 for me to celebrate alone. I kept the receipt from that photo session for 3 years because it was the only proof someone ever put their arm around me. Rich families buy everything except the things that matter. Mine never figured out the difference. My classmate Thomas begged me to help his family's food truck one Saturday. I only said yes because my parents were gone that weekend and I had nothing else to do. They didn't know where I was going. The first hour, Thomas's mother kept trying to fix my hair while I worked. I dodged her hand 3 times because nobody had touched my hair since I was 5. The 4th time she caught me and I completely froze. That food truck destroyed everything I thought I knew about families. Thomas's mother brushed flour off his father's face and he kissed her palm. I just stood there staring because my parents sat at opposite ends of our 12-foot dining table. They never walked past each other without touching, a shoulder squeeze, a hip bump, every single time. It made me uncomfortable because in my house, we announced ourselves before entering rooms to avoid accidental contact. When Thomas burned a whole batch of meat, I tensed up waiting for silence. His father walked over, tasted it, and said, "Too crispy. Let's make it a special." They sold burnt meat for $2 more. They high-fived over the mistake. At my house, mistakes meant weeks of my father's disappointed silence. During a slow period, his mother asked everyone their favorite customer that morning. When it was my turn, I said, "The one who tipped $20. Everyone went quiet. She said, "Mijo, I meant which person made you smile." I couldn't answer. Customers were transactions. People were transactions. Everything was transactions. By the 3rd Saturday, I was hiding cash in their tip jar. By the 5th Saturday, I was lying to my parents about studying. By the 8th Saturday, everything fell apart. A customer screamed at Thomas's mother about her order, called her worthless. His father stepped forward, but she touched his arm. She remade everything perfectly, added free dessert, smiled through it. The woman left, still cursing. Thomas's mother's hands were shaking. His father held her face with both hands. He said, "Mi amor, some people never learned how to be loved." She started crying. He kissed her forehead. Thomas rubbed her back. They held each other in their tiny truck, and nobody cared who saw. That's when I understood. I was that customer, not the angry one. The one who never learned how to be loved. The one who thought love was a transaction. That night, I heard them through the walls. "Love you, mama. Love you more, mijo. Love you most, mi amor." Like breathing. My parents never said those words. Not when I won awards. Not when I almost died from pneumonia. Never. The next Saturday, Thomas's mother packed me extra food. Not because I earned it, just because she worried I wasn't eating enough. She held my face like her own son's and said, "You're a good boy. You know that?" I couldn't speak. My father only called me good when I brought home awards. This woman called me good for existing. By the 10th Saturday, I had my own apron with my name on it. Thomas's father showed me how to work the grill. His mother fixed my hair without me dodging. I stopped flinching when they touched me. Started to expect it. Started to need it. 3 months in, my parents came home early from a trip and found me gone on a Saturday. They called furious because I missed some college prep they forgot to tell me about. $30,000 wasted. I told them I was working. Dead silence. Then my mother said, "Working?" Like I told her I was dying. That evening when Thomas's father dropped me off, my parents were waiting outside. First time they'd ever waited for me. They saw his beat-up truck, his stained apron, the way he hugged me goodbye and said, "See you next week, mijo." The way I hugged him back and didn't want to let go. After he drove away, my father's jaw was tight. He said, "You're embarrassing us." My mother added, "We give you everything. The best schools, the best opportunities, everything. Everything except what mattered." But I kept my mouth shut because they wouldn't understand anyway. They forbade me from going back. Said they'd cut off my college fund, take away my car, cancel my credit cards. I nodded like I agreed and walked past them into our empty house. That night at dinner, we sat at our huge table. 3 people at a table for 12. Nobody talked. Nobody looked at each other. The only sound was silverware on plates. I thought about Thomas's family sitting on milk crates, sharing one plate, laughing about their day. My mother finally spoke. She said, "That family is beneath us." I understood perfectly. They thought love was beneath us too. The next Saturday, I walked to the food truck. Took 2 hours, but I made it. Every Saturday since then, I've been back. My parents think I quit. They never check because checking would mean caring. Thomas's family taught me what being rich really means. My parents still don't know where I go on Saturdays. They never will.